Our client loves the Maldives, so we created a mini Maldives-inspired resort in the backyard so he can go on vacation whenever he likes. So before we could begin anything, we had to deal with the biggest challenge at hand, which is the lot itself. As you can see, this lot and the way the house sits is at an extreme angle to the point where the actual backyard itself is very small, and then there's actually a large side yard. We had to get really creative to envision how could we possibly fit a large pool, something that actually feels like you're on vacation in the Maldives, into this space. As you can see, the post of the house is less than 10 feet away from the side yard. Like I said, it's really extreme angles, and we had to work with them and not against them to achieve that feeling. And so that's what we've done here, is really trying to understand, okay, how can we work with this lot, not fight it, not try and make everything at straight angles, but work with the curves and the angles at hand to make something truly spectacular. And as you can see, the bridge is starting to come to life. It connects to the fire pit and it ties the whole space together from one side to the other. But this transformation is coming out incredible. I can't wait to show you every detail of this amazing yard. And now look at this incredible transformation. You can't even recognize how small the space is that we started with because we have disguised it so well. You really feel like you're transported into another place, that you are on vacation the minute that you step foot into this yard. So another truly unique feature of this yard is that this is one of the few yards we have where the design of the backyard actually starts in the front. So the key single most important feature of this yard is this bridge. And just like the yellow brick road, this starts right here in the front, starts winding and prepares you for what you're gonna see the minute I open this door. So take a look at this dramatic entrance. From the moment you cross that threshold, you are transported to a Maldives-inspired resort. So come along with me. Like I said, my favorite feature, the integral feature, and it's something that's so simple but so powerful, is this wooden bridge. Now this is not real wood, by the way. This is porcelain tile. It's 5 years old. It stood the test of time, but it is so integral to connect you to the space. And once again, the soft S-shaped curves really distract the eye from how constricted this space is. So on my left, I have the wall of the house. Right behind the trees, as you can see a peak, that's the property line wall. We have very, very small square footage to work with, but by distracting your eye from that, we open up to this really spacious area, and your eye goes to this very spacious sunken fire seating. So as I'm in this sunken fire pit, my senses are drawn to everything that's around me. First of all, I feel the warmth of the fire. I feel surrounded, enveloped by the water. The sun is actually setting at a perfect angle right in between this narrow gap between the trees and the house. And then we designed these 3 water walls to draw your eye, once again, distract away from the property wall that's lurking right there, but also to give that soft, spa-like atmosphere. It's so relaxing. I could just sit here and get lost in time. I mean, that's the feeling that we want to recreate, because that's what you feel when you're on vacation and you don't have the stress of the day-to-day. Good design is about thinking outside the box and dealing with the challenges at hand. And we appreciate the client trusting us, because this bridge, some clients may have said, oh, that takes up too much space. That's not practical, but this bridge makes the design, and it is a fun element. The kids love swimming through it. And I have to say, this makes the design exactly what it is, and it really distracts your eye from how constricted the space is. Have you ever dreamed about walking on water? Well, this yard, everyone who visits gets a chance to do just that. This has to be one of the most out-of-the-box ideas we've ever done, and kudos to the client for letting us try it out here. And it absolutely is amazing, because at first glance, you cannot see these glass steps that I'm standing on, but it has such a visual punch, and it really connects this part of the pool to the other bridge. The theme of bridges and just really transporting you to another dimension, especially, was key to this idea. So once again, like the bridge on the side part of the pool, this one is designed so that kids can swim through, so everyone can swim through actually, but just to make that fun, discoverable element. So it's a bit of a hazy day, so we can't see out, but on a clear day, we actually have a view out to the distant Pacific Ocean. So we want to take advantage of that, and we created this kind of island effect where you actually go up. We have LED lights, as you can see, but really just to create kind of a viewing platform, whether it be the day view or the night view of the city lights, just something really unique where you just really have a calm sense of being above kind of the whole world. I know I mentioned how constricted this lot is, but I want to say for this part of the pool, especially this area of it, it feels so open. You have a large swimming space where you can play pool volleyball. You could just float around, but it is nice that this pool, in spite of having that more constricted area, does have a really spacious swim space. And once again, I want to point out the unique shape of this pool. This is truly one of the most unique shapes we've ever designed, and how it starts in one far corner of the yard and wraps around 90 degrees. So literally from every view inside of the house, you have a view of the water. This feature right here, this is one of the first times we ever tried it out, and ever since then we've installed it in so many other pools, but it is this oversized seating bench inside the pool, which runs the entire length of this face of it. And it's so important to this pool because whenever you're hosting a lot of people, it's great that you have a large swimming space for people to splash around, to actually swim, but especially on a hot day, to sit on the ledge with a drink in hand, and once again, take it back to the vacation mode that we really wanted to capture in this yard. This spot continues the theme of free-flowing lines, but we wanted to make sure that as you're sitting here, you have a clear view, like I said, of that city night view, that distant ocean view, and you can really spend a lot of time here. And it's actually a very oversized spa. This is definitely on the XL side of spas. So right here we have our Sunken fire pit area, and we have it sandwiched in between the main living interior area and then the spa. So really, on a nice day when these doors are open, it really is a versatile space where you could sit here, feel the warmth of the fire, have a conversation with someone in the spa, and also watch the TV inside. Very versatile, cozy hangout space. So with design, and design that's done well, it's important to think about how all the features work together. So that's why we have this turf space. Now this turf space is a transitional space. It's in between the cozy fire pit area and the main outdoor living room / kitchen. But what this space does, and it's so important, is it softens all the hardscape we have around us. This grass, even though it is artificial turf, really just brings it kind of calms the space down, gives it a softer edge. I have this beautiful living wall behind me. And like I said, this is really integral to bringing every part of the design together. One thing I love about this space is that although we have a ginormous pool, we also have a very generously sized living space. So right here we have the main living area, really comfy couches which open up into the interior living area. And then over here we have this really giant, I mean, it is truly oversized day bed, gorgeous view in front of me. And I love this can be shifted around. So if we're having a party, you can shift this over, set up small tables. The living space, the dry living space, is really flexible. And that's what we always want, especially in a yard of this size, that we were able to get this much, the client's able to get so much use out of it. So this outdoor kitchen really has it all. This, I would say, is a deluxe kitchen, has everything you can think of. This is the exact type of sink you would have inside. We have storage here on this island. Obviously, you can fit a lot of people around to eat. We have the dual TV screens so that no matter where you're sitting, you have a great view. We have 2 refrigerators, oversized grill, a griddle. This kitchen has everything you need to host the perfect party. As I'm taking this all in, I just keep thinking, I can't believe this project was installed 5 years ago, because the design is still so fresh and the materials still look so clean. That's why good design is so important, because it will stand the test of time. Imagine if you had a yard like this and you got to go on vacation every single day of your life. When you invest in your exterior, you get to bring the resort home. If you're still watching this video to the end, thank you so much for being a part of this yard tour. Hope you really enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and check out this video that YouTube is recommending just for you. I think you're going to love it.